Hey, let's get started. Today we're going to be coming to all fours, starting with cat-cow. We'll inhale and arch the back, draw the chest forward, looking forward or up. Exhale, round through the spine, chin to chest, looking to belly button. Keep going with that, inhaling, arching the back, draw the shoulders back. Exhale, curl and round, looking to the belly button. Try just twice more, moving with the rhythm of your own breath. Last one, maybe we can get a little deeper now, full range of motion. Now we'll come to a neutral spine, curling the toes under. Let's send the right leg back behind us. Turning to face the left side of your mat, send the right arm up nice and high. Pushing the right heel nice and straight, right leg nice and straight. Slowly turn back to the center and step the right foot between the hands, lunging deep. Then drawing our hips back for a hamstring stretch, right leg nice and straight. Shift forward into your lunge, walking the hands forward and lifting the left leg high. Draw the knee in, curl into a little ball, and inhale, extend the leg up nice and high again. Keep going with that, lifting as much as you can, leg high. Exhale, draw knee right in. So the supporting leg is straightening and then bending as we draw that lifted leg in towards the belly. Set the left foot down on the floor and fold deeply forward. Inhale and rise all the way up to stand, touching the palms, and exhale the hands down through center. Breathe in to send the arms overhead and exhale, swan dive, chin to chest. Breathe into a flat back. Exhale and fold. Step the feet back into plank, dropping the knees. And we'll come back to all fours for our other side. So now the left leg straight back. Turn to face the long side of your mat, sending the left arm up, lifting the left leg nice and straight. Slowly turning back towards the center of our mat. We'll step that left foot between the hands and lunge deeply. You can always move that foot up a little bit with your hand if you need to. Draw the hips back for our hamstring stretch, folding over the straight left leg. Back into our lunge. Walk the hands forward and lift the right leg up high as you can behind you. Exhale, curl into a ball, bend the supporting leg. Inhale, both legs straight. Exhale, both knees bend, curl in. Keep going with that. As much length as we can and as much depth as we can in that supporting leg. Last one here. Set the right foot down, lengthening and then folding deeply. Breathe in, rise to stand, touching the palms overhead, exhaling the hands down through center. Breathe in and send the arms up overhead. Breathe out and fold forward. Get close to the legs. Inhaling to a flat back. Exhale to fold, stepping back into our plank from the knees, lowering all the way down to the belly. You may have to shift yourself a little bit back here and then roll over onto your back, slowly lowering your back all the way down to the mat. Lengthen the legs up to the sky, flexing the feet. Arms can just be at our sides. We'll start to alternate, lowering one leg towards the mat, then the other. So we're hovering that leg an inch above the floor. Keep alternating from one side to the other, keeping a strong, steady breath. And try your best to keep the lower back connected, rooted to the mat as that leg is lowering. If you can't keep the lower back down, try going not quite as far. So maybe just halfway down if you find the lower back is popping up off the floor. From there, let's curl up a little bit and reach for your calf or ankle now. The leg that's in close to you, reach for it and switch sides, alternating, making sure we're still breathing nice and deep. Lower back planted into the mat, shoulder blades lifting up off the floor. From there, we'll lay the shoulders and head back down and start some little hip tucks. So with your legs straight, imagine you're trying to lift your lower back and hips up off the floor. And with control, slowly lower the low back and hips back down. So just a little pulse, using deep core muscles, lower abdominals to send the legs up closer towards the sky. Hug the knees in and start to roll up and down along your spine. You're pumping your legs like you're on a swing, getting a little bit of momentum. Next time you're up, maybe you can balance on your sit bones for a boat pose, releasing the hands to the sides. We'll start to inhale and slowly lower the legs a little bit towards the mat. Lean back, then exhale and crunch in. Inhaling to lower, exhale, curl in. Nice. Keep going with that. We're keeping our spine long, our chest open, and the shoulders nice and relaxed. Total of 6 times here. Cross the legs and fold forward, releasing the back. From there, we're going to step the legs back behind us and make our way into a downward facing dog, lifting the hips high, pressing the chest towards the thighs. Step the feet between the hands and fold forward. Get nice and close to the legs. Breathe in and rise all the way to stand, touching the palms. Exhale the hands down through center. So we'll stay at the back of our mat, but just turn to face the front. Fingertips reaching down. Take a step forward with the right foot and lift the left leg straight up behind you. Trying to keep our hips and shoulders square. On your next breath in, lengthen your arms out in front of you and exhale, reaching them back. Try that 3 more times. So our goal is to keep the whole body nice and steady as we're moving the arms back and forth. No worries if you lose your balance, just come back. Yes, rising all the way up. Relax the shoulders down and slowly roll the head from one side to the other, making sure we're letting go of any tension we've created up there. Step forward with the left foot. Let's try the other side. Right leg. Lift straight back behind us. Getting your balance first. Next breath in, stretch the arms to the front. Exhale, reach them back in line with the spine. Couple times forward. And exhale back, arms straight and strong. Twice more. Last time here. And rising all the way up to stand. Plant the right foot. Give the shoulders a little roll if we need, and inhale the arms overhead. Clasp all but the pointer and thumb, tucking the bum under. Exhale over to the right side. Side bend here. On your next breath in, come to center and exhale up and over to the other side. Make sure you're tucking your bum under, keeping your abs in really strong to support the spine through this movement. Come to center, release the hands down and bring your flat palms onto your lower back. Squeezing the shoulder blades together, start to push the hips forward and open the chest for a supported back bend. From there, fold deeply forward over the legs. Breathe into a nice flat back. Exhale, fold forward, step back to a plank from the knees and lower all the way down. We're again going to roll over onto our back. Laying right down and hugging the knees in. Now we want to set our knees up right over our hips. You can kind of push your knees to where you feel that they're stacked over the hips. And again, ground the lower back down into the floor. Bring the hands to the temples and start to crunch up so you're drawing your knees towards your forehead. And then slowly release the head down, reach the toes a bit further back towards the floor. Keep doing that, inhaling to open, head down. Exhale, crunch up, high as you can. It's up to you how far you go with the legs. So the closer the toes are to the floor, the more challenging the movement is. Again, let your lower back be the judge of that. If the low back's popping up, you've gone too far. Hug the knees in, releasing the low back. Rock all the way up and extend the legs straight out in front of you. So sit nice and tall, drawing the abdominals in. Extend the arms out in front. Take a big inhale to prepare, and exhale, start to curl down one vertebrae at a time. We're gonna lay all the way down on our backs, but you're fighting gravity as much as you can. Once the head's down, inhale, reach the arms overhead, get ready. Exhale, tuck the chin into the chest and curl all the way back up to our starting position. We're going to do that just a total of 3 times, so keep going, curling down one vertebrae at a time. Make sure we're not holding the breath here. Lengthen the arms up. Big breath in gets us ready. Exhale, start to curl back up. Nice. Let's try that one last time. Go as slow as you can, especially on the way down here. Little bit at a time. Breathe in, lengthen, stretch as long as you can. Exhale, curl up, using all the muscles in our core to rise all the way up. Let's fold forward over the legs. Slowly rising up. We'll bring the legs behind us, making our way to all fours. Curling the toes under, and we'll lift the hips up for a nice down dog here. So let's take a few deep breaths to really slow the heart rate down. See if we can get a nice stretch here, tilting the hips up now that the body's nice and warm. Step the feet up between the hands with a long spine and fold deeply forward. Breathe in and rise up to stand. Touch the palms. And breathe out to bring the hands down through center. Let's again turn to face the back of our mat and try out that warrior 3 again. So take a step forward with the right foot. Hinge from the hips. Now, can we make sure that our lower back is nice and flat? The hips are level, the tummy's nice and tight. And on your next breath in, taking your time to slowly lengthen the arms to the front. Get the arms right beside your ears. Exhale, arms reach back towards that back heel. Try 4 more just like that, keeping the hips as square as possible and really powering up through that back leg. So our left glute, the left butt cheek is squeezing to help keep that back leg lifted and straight. Last time here. And rising all the way up to stand. This time, roll the shoulders back and down. Press your palms firmly down towards the floor, and then roll your head from one side, slowly over to the other. Let's try the other side out. Left foot steps forward. Hinging from the hips. Check in with those hips. Can we roll that right hip in and down so the low back is nice and level? On our next inhale, we lengthen the arms to the front. And as we exhale, we reach them back alongside the body. 4 more times just like that. Again, if you lose your balance, no problem. Just find the position again. Really focusing on squeezing that right glute this time. Keeping our hips nice and square. Keep breathing. Looks good. And rising all the way back up. Again, give the shoulders a roll, press the palms down, and roll the chin down along the chest. Head over to one side, then the other. Standing up nice and tall. Breathe in, send the arms overhead, and clasp all but the pointer and thumb. We'll try our side bend, so lean up and over to the right side. Really work now to squeeze the inner thighs together, squeeze the glutes, and push the hips to the left. On our next inhale, we find center, and exhale up and over to the other side. So now it's the right hip. We're pushing the right hip over, leaning over to the left. Next breath in, we find center. Let's try that again, over to the right. See if we can get a little deeper now, really feeling the squeeze, the contraction on the right side of our waist. Inhale, center, exhale, other side. Focus the squeeze onto that left side now. Coming all the way up to center, release the hands down, flat palms on our low back. Tuck the shoulder blades back, hug the elbows in towards one another, and start to press the pelvis forward, opening the chest towards the sky. Breathing nice and deep, neck nice and long. Come back to center and fold forward. Maybe we can hold on to the ankles and get real close to the legs. Roll up to stand like a rag doll and stretch your arms way out to the sides. Then flex your fingers back. So you're trying to point your fingers towards the back of your mat, stretching out the forearms, opening the chest. Now turn your palms to face the back of the mat. Bring your arms towards one another and stack the right wrist on top of the left. Our palms are pressing. Now we can start to move the arms around a little bit, opening up the space between the shoulder blades. Let's send our arms overhead, shoulder flexibility, and release the arms down. You can give the shoulders a little roll. Let's try that once more. Open the arms out wide, flex the fingers back. Turn the thumbs down, press the palms back, and bring the arms towards one another. Left wrist on top this time. And push your fingers away from you, rounding into the upper back. Again, explore a little bit side to side, releasing the muscles in the upper back, and then send the arms way up overhead. Release the arms down. You can give the wrists a little roll on the way down. Shoulders can roll. Bring the palms to touch. Well done, ladies.